if you're joining us on the YouTube to our baritone chord melody workshop and the new course, the baritone chord melody course as well. So this is a version of the ukulele one we released a little while ago, but now for all our baritone fans out there, this is for this. And by the way, because of in honor of that course, we have it's such an amazing deal for you today. Matter of fact, where you can the course includes one of these baritones, and you'll see that this is the baritone I play. A lot of people out there here have played this baritone as well, but this is our call, Uke Like The Pros. And as a special today, when you get the course, buy the course, then you're gonna get a free baritone. And this is our solid spruce top one. If you're a platinum member, you obviously get the course already included with your platinum membership, but maybe you want to gift a baritone to somebody. So actually buying a course is cheaper than going out and buying this ukulele. So the ukulele is like $219, but if you get it with the course today, it's under that. So we'll talk more about that. But what I wanted to do today, flight fireball baritone. Yep, those are great. I just had to ask where you're checking in from. What kind of baritone are you playing? Okay. Good. We're coming to the Pono baritone. Awesome. Anastasia bought from us in 2021. Thank you. Got my first baritone in 2020. Now, if you baby baritone strings, that works as well on a tenor ukulele, even a concert. I do have a funny story. I'm just going to tell you this anyway. So, speaking of baritone strings, so they make the baritone strings so you can have the baritone tuning, the D, G, B, E tuning, which is, again, it's the bottom four strings of a guitar, if you're a guitar player. So, we got these strings in, and one of our more popular strings is the Pepe Romero baby baritone strings. So this customer got them, and she said, I want to put these on a soprano uke. Do you recommend that? So we got back to her like, probably not recommended. It's meant for a tenor uke. That's going to be a lot of pressure on it. And she's like, oh, too late. I already put them on. And then we go, okay, well, you could have the bridge rip off, so just be careful. She calls back like 2 days later. She goes, yep, the bridge ripped right off. So if you're going to use baby baritone strings, probably wise to do it on a tenor size, which is really what they're made for. Some people have gotten away with the concert ukulele. But anyway, what you need here today is the D, G, B tuning. You get all kinds of funny stories when you have a store and have a YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. Okay, Chuck one from us. Atlantic-Eye. Yeah, the Atlantic-Eyes are cool baritones as well. All right, Brenda's playing the tenor with the baritone strings. Flight Fireball, another flight. Yeah, those are really popular. So what I wanted to do today is I want to talk about chord melody, finger style. It's really basically finger style. It's chord melody. What that is. And the course does it as well. The course walks you through all this stuff as well. And I was trying to figure out how do we approach this today. So what song do we do? Now, if you were with us for the ukulele one, we did Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And what I did with that one is I came up with a bunch of different techniques for chord melody within that piece. And it was really cool arrangement. So, that's always an option. I could have just taken that song and just converted it to baritone and been here today teaching you that same one. Because let's be honest, a lot of us play baritone. We also play ukulele. Who's my guitar players out there? Let me know in the chat too. That's my background is guitar, and I like the baritone because one, the tuning is like that of a guitar, and you also have a little bit of that longer scale length, a little bit of the bigger body, and a little bit of that bigger sound. But I was like, I want to do something different for you today. I want you to, if you're going to join us here, spend the next hour and a half with us going through it. I want to do something different. So I was going through, I was actually Googling stuff like what are the top public domain songs and going through, and then I go and find that music and look at it. And there was a couple pieces. There was two pieces that I was looking at. the first was Au Clair de la Lune, which is actually a cool song as well. French folk song, fairly simple, but you can do some cool things with it. So I was thinking of that. And then I came across a song that we were going to be doing today, which is When the Saints Go Marching In. Now, it's a really, it's probably one of the songs that at some point you heard it, but it actually works out really well for a chord melody. Okay? And it works really well for the baritone, and it works perfectly for what we need. It's a little, not hard, it's not a hard song, but it's a little bit more challenging than like an Au Clair de Lune or an Ode to Joy or something like that. So anyway, you're in for a real treat. Because what I did with this arrangement today, and don't look ahead. If you got the handout and maybe you have it, we can put it in the chat. We'll have this as a download. You should have been emailed it to you. Don't look ahead yet. I know you're anxious, and we don't send it out too early because we don't want you to just to see and think, oh, I don't need to learn this, and I'm not going to come today. But again, thank you all for being here on the Zoom. Thank you everybody on YouTube, anywhere. Because what happens is, this would happen to me when I was younger, was I would look at something and I'd just say, oh, that's easy. I don't need to learn that. Look how easy that is. And then you dive into it and then you realize, oh, it's not as easy as I thought. So that's why I don't like to send a handout too early, because I want you to make sure you come, and I'll show you, walk you through all the steps to this. So anyway, we're going to be working through, and what I did for you is I've actually come up with 3 choruses. So in this song, the chorus, so that's a chorus. That's what we consider a chorus, so one time through the song. So what I did is I actually wrote 3 different choruses for you using chord melody, using different techniques. Now I figured one of them was probably going to be enough for us today. That's all we need to do. But I did 2, and then I did 3. So I don't even know if we'll have time to get through them all, but at least we'll play them for you. So you have a lot to work on. Okay, you have a lot to work on. Okay, good. Oh, some of you all from all over the place. Good. Thank you all for making it. All right, so what is chord melody? So in my book, actually, where is that book? I think the book is here. I think it's right here on the table. Here it is. Let me grab it. So in our last course, which is the chord melody course, but this is for regular ukulele. Today we're for baritone. And this book is up on Terry Carter Music Store. It's also up on Amazon. It's available in Kindle as well. And we will have the baritone one. The baritone one's just about done. I mean, we need a few more days, but it's just about done. But in this book, I go over the 7 tips to chord melody, and it's right here in this section. And I won't take too long to it, because if you're one of our platinum members and you come to our Q&As and we talk about chord melody, we do a lot of chord melodies. So I won't spend a lot of time to it. But here's the tips here for chord melody. Well, wait, what is chord melody? I guess that's step number 1. What is a chord melody? So it's essentially, and you can put it in the chat, but essentially you're taking a melody like this song, Oh When the Saints Go Marching In. Now that's not a chord melody, right? That's just simply the melody. Now, if I wanted to just do the chords of that, oh, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that number, when the saints go marching in. And that's just the chords, right? So that was strumming the chords, singing the melody, and then playing the melody. So a chord melody is essentially going to take those 2 and combine it together. Okay, so as a matter of fact, that's one of the versions I'm going to show you today. Now, there's a lot of things we can do with that. That's a kind of a great starting point. And then what else can you do with the chord melody? Okay. And that's why I said, that's why I wrote 3 of them for you today. So anyway, this is exciting. I'm really glad, glad we're able to get this course out. I mean, we just released a course a few weeks ago, and now we're releasing this one for it. And then, like I said, we'll get to the deal later, but free ukulele included with the course today. So $219 ukulele included with the course. All right, number 1, chord melody tips. Melody is the key. So make sure, no matter what you're doing, you hear that melody. Right? No matter how you make it hard or simple or whatever you do, make sure you hear the melody. 2 is, can you play the melody by itself? I'm going to test you here in a second. And I'm going to test your music reading ability, and then I'll test your tab reading ability. So make sure you can play this melody. Because you can't do a chord melody if you can't play the melody. Right? That makes sense, right? You can't simply just play the melody by itself. You can't then include chords on top of that. Find the right key. Now, I just decided to keep this one in the key of C. I just liked it. Now, there's other keys would work for this. You could do this in a different key. A key of G would work well. Key of F. So for the baritone, if you're looking for keys, C is a good key to do. G is a good key to do. Not F. I said F. I don't. F with the bar chord pros, probably C. Yeah, D. Probably C, D, and G would be the first 3 I would try, and see how they sit. Okay? You don't want the melody to be too low, meaning on the low string, and sometimes you don't want it too high either. You get up here to the 10th fret, 12th fret or something, that's good, but you start getting too high, it can get a little complicated. So find the right key. Then also find the arrangement you want to do. And that's why I wanted to give you 3 today. 3 different things you can do with this. Kind of a basic one, and then one using a couple different techniques, and we'll get to that. And then 2, well, fingerstyle. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to use a thumb? Or are you going to do it more fingerstyle, meaning getting these fingers involved? Okay, we've got to figure that out. So next tip is make sure you play everything as legato as you can. Legato just means long, meaning hold these chords and let them ring out as much as possible, even when you start playing other notes. Try to get those notes to ring out. So you got the bass notes ringing out on top of the melody notes on top of each other. It's really nice legato, a lot of sustain on it. And then the last tip is the melody is the king. Same as C tip 1. All right, tip 7 is C tip 1. Melody is the king. All right, now this When the Saints Go Marching, I'm going to test you now. Remember the second thing I said is you have to be able to play the melody. Okay? And that helps because you have to be able to hear the song and know the song. Now, this is an easier song because we probably heard it at some point in time in our life, but maybe we haven't, or maybe we do a different song. By the way, I'm having a little tea here. Some of you guys don't know this, but this was my team gave this to me. I used to be known as Professor Carter back when I was a college teacher, but I teach my son's baseball team. So we just finished our season, and now I'm teaching the all-star team. So I am Coach Carter, and they got me this. Little tidbit here real quick before we jump in jiu-jitsu, and I don't know if it's like this with all the like karate and all the martial arts, but in jiu-jitsu, which my kids do, when you make it to become a black belt, you move up from coach, being called a coach, to then professor. So I always forget that, and I always call their coaches coach, because that's just like, hey coach, good to see you. But they're professors, so it's just funny. Now, I was a professor, and I don't expect anybody to call me a professor, but now I'm just a coach, so I've gone the other way. All right. Okay. Okay, good. I'm not sure why you didn't get a link there, Elaine, but I'm glad you're here. All right, and again, there is the handout. We'll put it in the chat. We'll put it in the chat as well, and also was emailed to you as well. So I'm gonna throw the first quiz at you. All right, quiz number 1, and don't freak out if you can't do this, but I like to do this. Is going to take When the Saints Go Marching In, and I want you to play that melody, that same melody I was playing earlier. So let me share my screen here. All right, so notice there's no tab here in this one. No tab at all. And again, welcome everybody from... oh, what's up, man? That's some people I haven't seen for a while here on the YouTube chat. What's up? Greg, Pete, Peter. Good. Susan, Len. Oh, man, it's great to see some of these names. I don't see them as much. I know life gets busy and things get busy. So welcome. It's great to have you. All right, but let me see here. So what I want to do is I want to play this melody. Now, if you can't read music, and this is why I put this first, if you can't read music, just strum these chords. These are your basic chords here. Well, the F and F minor aren't so basic, and that's kind of why I like this key as well. This isn't necessarily the easiest key. Probably the key of G would probably have been the easiest to play. But I like this one because I think the F and the F minor are nice chords. Matter of fact, we'll do that next. Okay? Everybody first play the melody. 1, and notice there's a pickup. So we start on beat 2, right? 2, 3, 4, then you're right here on beat 1. Okay? And again, if you don't know this, just do the best you can. Enjoy it. We have tons of courses at ukelikeThePros.com that teaches you all this stuff if it's something you want to learn more about. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. That's a hold. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Second line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Three, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then it repeats back to the top. 2, 3, 4, 1. Just keep strumming the chords if you're not reading with us. 3, 4, 1. Second line. And 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 2. Now to the F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, and then when you end it, when you're not going to repeat anymore, you don't have to play these pickup notes. And we just put them here instead of there. So you would end right there on that C note. All right, so where are you? Just let me know. 1 through 5, that's how we like to rate this here. 1 through 5 of how you're doing here. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Just reading that melody, normal notation. And you can see the melody, right? It moves around a little bit more. It's not just simply just moving up and down a scale. It kind of jumps around a little bit more. So that's really why I liked it. And I was never really necessarily a huge fan of this song, but then it worked so well for this, I got excited. I was like, this is a cool song. And thank you all for being here. You were not, we had over 1,000 people, maybe even 2,000. I think it was over 2,000 people sign up. So thanks for taking the time, the commitment to join us here today. You can see a lot of people sign up for stuff and then they never take the time to do it. So they're really missing out on learning something today. So, thank you for that. And I forgot to mention, I should have mentioned this at the beginning. We're given a ukulele, a baritone, to give away today. Totally forgot. Slipped my mind. So Kala has donated a ukulele for us. Okay, even though this one is our Kala ukulele, Uke Like The Pros model, they donated a Ziracote baritone. So I'm glad I remembered. So someone's gonna win a baritone today. Okay, we will do that at the end. So stick around. We'll probably go until about, I don't have an exact time, but I think the last one took about an hour and a half. So stick around and have a chance to win that, and then then we'll throw you the deal down too, where you buy the course and you get one of our ukuleles. Yeah, Kala's great. We do a lot of stuff with them. They support us. We support them. It's why I went with Kala when we did our first run of our ukuleles as well, just because they're quality people, quality brand, and well priced. So anyway, all right. Now the next thing I want to do, and I normally don't do this, although I should maybe have written this down as one of the keys, is play the chords, because in a more complex chord melody, the chords can be difficult, especially when you're dealing with start getting into some jazz music or stuff like that. Now this one's not crazy, but it does have some more challenging chords here with the C7, the F, and the F minor. Okay, so yeah, I never thought about this because so much of the chord melody we do is like 3 chords. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and strum the chords. And we can just do. Now this song is kind of felt in 2, right? Even though it's written in 4 and you can play it in 4, when you're strumming, especially because it's supposed to be kind of fast, you can really kind of feel it in 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So let's just do this for each measure. So each one of these measures, everywhere you see the double lines, the strum pattern is just going to go down, down, up. Down, down, up. New measure, down, down, up, down, down, up. So if you're humming a melody, oh, in the down, down, up, down, go marching down, down, up. Oh, when the saints go marching, it's G7, 2, down. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. Real simple. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Do, 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 da, dee, da, da, dee, da. Okay, so real simple. Let's strum the chords. If you want to sing the melody, hum the melody, whatever you want. 1, 2, 1. Oh, when the saints. And just forget about the G7. You don't have to worry about that there. Matter of fact, I could take it out. Let's just start right here on the C. 1, 2, 1. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching. G7. Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching. G7, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the second line, go D, G7. Lord, I want C7, B, F, F minor. When the saints go C, G7, C. All right, so how are we with the chords now? 1 to 5. Can you play those chords? Because in this first version that we're doing, you do need to play all of these chords. You should have to play these chords or these very similar versions of these chords. Matter of fact, I'll grab that. I don't know if it's the baritone that the winner's gonna get, but I have one of those here. I don't remember if that's the one you're gonna get or not. But I have that model here, which is a zero cote model. That's cool. Yeah, and you can do any rhythm, right? Right, you can do any kind of rhythm. Okay, tenor ukulele is fine. Bob, you can use a tenor. I mean, it's going to sound a little different. If you can change the key on the fly, that's great. If not, just go with it, and it will sound a little different. And again, you can put baritone strings on that. All right, now. We did the chords, so now I want to give you another chance for the melody for those that didn't do well because maybe your music reading is not great, and maybe you need a little help with the tab. So this is the next page in your handout. Again, the handout, we'll put it in the chat here. It was emailed as well to you, but it has an offer of the brand new course with the free baritone. Talks about our platinum membership. We'll get to all of that in a little bit, and then it has all these different versions of. It's like what 6 different pages of music we put together for you. All right, so now let's do the melody one more time. Now that it has the tab, if you're a tab reader, you can look at the tab here. If you want to look at the notation, and again, if you not read tab or notation, then just strum the chords. All right. We'll do it slow, so we'll kind of be in 4. I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5 beats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Repeat. All right, so there's your same melody now with the tab. So did some of you improve? Okay, cool. Thanks, Ron. Yeah, you can always learn something. And matter of fact, it's funny you say that, Ron, because my son is, my kids are out of school, so they're at, this week my son's doing a baseball camp down at the college, one of the colleges here, USD. And he came back, not discouraged yesterday, but kind of like, I didn't learn that much. You know, you get a wide range of kids there, from some more beginner kids and you get older kids. So, but I told him today, I was like, look, just go learn something. Like, don't have an open mind. You know, these are great either college players or college coaches here. They got a lot of experience. They're good at what they do. So go and learn something. Just just have an open mind. So, exactly. You can always learn something. All right, now. Okay, so yeah, and some people are the other way around. Some people can read the tabs faster. Some people can read the notation faster. Some people the tab throws them off. Uh, Other people the notation throws them off. So we're all over the place. All right, so like I said, I got three different versions now I wrote for you of a chord melody. So now we're gonna take what we got. Yeah, and if you're a guitar, I mean that's when I was a kid. I did have to learn how to read on, if you can believe there was a time before YouTube. Um, yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you learn songs. You either had to learn by ear, by listening to the record or the radio or whatever, CDs or the tapes. You learn them from a friend or a teacher, or you buy the guitar magazine. There used to be a lot more back in the day. There was at least two solid ones, maybe three or so, magazines that had 5 or 6 songs out each month that you can learn. I used to have stacks of them. I gave them all away. But anyway, but yeah, tab works. So now what I want to do is I want to jump into the first version of the next song. So as you scroll through your packet here, okay, so we're just here at the packet. You all should have this Baritone Chord Melody Workshop. It has some of the special deals and stuff right there at the top. It talks a little bit about platinum membership. Well, we'll get to this at the end as well. But then you have what we read, the melody only, melody and tab. And now we get to our first actual chord melody. Now this one is going to go from the A section down to basically right here, the B section. Okay, so takes a little bit more space, so that's why you have to break it up. And I think there's 4 pages of this because I did three different ones. And I'll tell you what you can do with them after you learn them all. But anyway, this is the most straightforward one right here. So let me play it for you first. I'll take this off the screen, but I'll play it for you first. So this is I went against my rules there, and I'll tell you what I did. Alright, so that's version 1. This is pretty much what I played earlier as well. This is the most straightforward version. Nothing too fancy, just you got the melody, you got the chords. Okay? And when you do your own versions, you can put chords anywhere you want. You notice I chose to leave the first 3 notes by themselves. You could actually put a chord somewhere, anywhere you want. You could put a chord on any of those first 3 beats. I decided not to, but you could do whatever you want. Well, at least on this first version. You'll see what I did on the second version. Okay, good. And thanks some of you on the YouTube channel. Thank you to some of you on the Zoom. All right, so really, if you can play the melody from earlier, all you got to do is add a few chords where I put the chords. Now, by the way, if you're looking at this, some of you may not know this, but notice these curved lines here that you see here, and you see some curved lines here, and you see some lines here. What are those lines? What are those called, and what do they do? And another hint is if you look at the tab below, it has a chord at the beginning, but notice where all these ties are, and even this notes here, there's nothing in the tab. Okay, so that's key. That's key for music reading. So in music reading, you do see the notes, but in the tab, you don't see them. Okay? I'll give you just a second to write that in. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with just the first 3 pickup notes, nothing fancy, just single notes. And then you're going to go to your regular old C chord, except you're going to, because you got to get the melody note here, which is the G note on the 1st string 3rd fret, we're going to actually add our pinky to that first string 3rd fret, and we're going to strum that chord there. And for this one, for now, we can just use our thumb. If you want to just use your thumb, that's fine. It does work as well if you want to do more finger style with it. But we can just use our thumb to keep it simple to do. All right, let me see what you put in the chat over that last one. Okay, good. So yeah, so those are ties. You can Travis pick it. You want to Travis pick it? You can use a pick. You guitar players out there want to use a pick? Use a pick. Totally fine. Okay, so these are the ties, and all they simply mean is a hold. So you're going to play the chord in this case for these, which is a whole note, which is 4 beats. You're going to tie it, which means you're going to hold it for an additional quarter note, which is this note, which is 1 beat. So you're going to strum this and hold it for a total of 5 beats before you come in again. Now that's the same one here, 4 beats for the whole note and quarter notes for 1 beat, but it changes here slightly here. Notice you have the tie from whole note, which is 4 beats tied to a half note. So in this case, you hold it for 6 total beats here, and then you come in here on beat 3. Yeah. All right, but anyway, you can still play this song even if you don't know that. But let's do it from the top. 3, 4, 1. And then strum the chord. 2, 3, 4, 1. And now the nice thing about this song is these pickup notes, these 3 notes, are the same for these 3 times. It's that 1 0 1, 1 0 1, 1 0, exactly the same thing. And now the second part is the same chord again. Okay, so we'll start right here. 3, 4, 1. And strum. 2, 3. And we're here. 1. Now we're going to go back to the same chord here again, that C with the pinky on the first string, 3rd fret. But then notice we got a couple other notes coming up here. There's not just tied like before. You actually have some notes, which these are half notes coming up. So you strum the C again. Then you just have a 1 single note open first string. You're going to strum the C chord again, but this time notice you're going to stop on the second string. So when you strum, don't go hit the first string. Not yet, because then you can hit it on beat 3 the next time. So, and then that first string open, and then you're going to do this G chord, which is maybe a little different than we know, which is 0 0 3. And again, you do not play the first string. And that is actually something I should have in the tips as well, which is make sure, and I think it is actually somewhere if you read it, but make sure you're playing the right strings. Don't play too many strings. All right, so let's try that. Let's see if we can play from the beginning all the way up to this G here. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now sing a note. C again. Single first string, and then that G chord. Alright, so there's the first, about half of the song, right? The song is pretty short. It's only, 16 bars long. At least the part that we're doing today. Alright, so you want to get that down. And what's cool about this song is there's not a lot of chords. It stays on that C chord. So you can do it pretty easily. You can actually get it memorized pretty easily and just practice playing. Now if you want to do a little more finger style. Alright. Good. Okay. Now, we just stopped here on the G chord. Let me play this next part. And the next part gets a little more challenging. Okay, you're going to have a couple notes here, pickup notes. there's something definitely interesting going on with that F minor chord there. Alright, so we got the 2 pickup notes here, the 0 and the 3. Lord, and then this regular C. Stop on the 2nd string. Then hit that 2nd string again. And then go to this C7 chord, but you're going to leave the 1st string open. Instead of putting your pinky on that 1st string 3rd fret, just leave that 1st string open. It's actually a really nice sounding chord. And then you put it down for the 3-3. And then keep the pinky down on this 3rd fret, because when you get to this F chord, you got to keep that pinky down and then hit the 1st fret. Let me show that to you. So notice when I'm playing that pinky, Lord, I see 1 to C7, and then add the pinky. And then when I go to the F chord, I'm keeping that pinky down. I'm just moving these to the F, and then take it off, keeping that 1st string, holding the F chord. Again, let those notes ring out. All right, so again. So that in itself is actually hard. I mean, it's definitely more difficult than anything we've done so far. So let's try it again from there. Lord, and then C1, single note, C7, 3-3. Now that F add 2 chord, and then take the pinky off and hit that 1st fret, but keep the chord down. Keep this down. This 3-2-1. Keep that down. And then I'm going to go to an F minor chord here. And why is that unique? Why is that chord unique? And I don't actually use that in some of the other versions. Because if you look at, there's no lyric under here, is there? So in the original version, this F note should be just tied over. So this should just be a tie. So you're actually not supposed to play this. This is actually not in the melody, but I think it sounds so cool hitting that F minor, even though it's technically not a melody note. And then you can finish it off. All right, so that's why I was saying that's the unique chord, because it's not necessary, and you could almost just leave it out, right? If you didn't want to play, you could just leave that whole thing out and just hit the F, add 2, and cut that out, and then get right to the melody. Okay, but I like it. And I think it's good practice for you too to go between the F major to the F minor, because they're very similar, but they're slightly different chords. Okay, and that's a tough chord. All right, and then when you finish up, it's just 0, 1. And you're going back to your normal C chord, open 1st string, and then that C. Remember, stop on the 2nd string to the G, and then the last chord here is the C again. All right, so if I play here from the 03, wow, 1. That's that. All right, so we'll do it one more time, because this is really the hard part of the song. Right here on the lower open 1st string, 3rd fret. 1, here we go, and C, C7, F, and F minor, and C, G, and that's it. That's version 1. Now I think, that is actually enough for us. Like I could have stopped just right there. Not that it's crazy hard, but it is challenging because remember, you're learning a lot of stuff here. Getting that melody to ring out, holding chords out. Make sure you're playing the right strings, knowing the melody, knowing the chord. Alright, so get that down. Cool. Alright. Now that song, again, this is not in the course. Right? So the course is a little bit different. And we're going to go over the other two versions. Right? So, and make sure you stick around for the giveaway. But this is not part of the course that we have here. And in your handout, I think this doesn't talk about the course. I'll go over the course separately, but this is just the deal of what our course gets today for $197, which basically includes a new ukulele, which again, this is 22. I think these are 219 our baritones now. Now I don't have tons of them, so we're just doing 5 with the special baritone. So take advantage of that, and you get this new course, which we're just coming out with. And again, Platinum members already got this. You don't have to worry about it. You get the workshop. You get this workshop, fingerstyle course as well, and then of course the free ukulele. So I mean, it's to me, if I was wanted to gift somebody a baritone, this would be what I would do, because a solid top baritone for under $200, as most of you know, is unheard of. Plus all the courses you get. I feel like it's too much. I feel like it's too much stuff. Yeah, I feel like it's too much stuff. But anyway, you guys deserve it. So let's look at the next one. Okay, good. I see the notes. Okay, good. And thanks for answering all the questions. All right, now the next one. So what I wanted to do here is we're gonna keep forging ahead, because I want to make sure we give you as much content as we can here for you. I mean, even if you don't buy a course or get a Platinum membership or get a uke from us, totally fine. Like I want you to learn or get interested in the baritone or something like that. You mean you'd be surprised how many people I talk to that been watching the YouTube videos for years and years, and then finally are buying a course or buying a ukulele or something from us. So just get what you can out of this. Now, the next part here is a little different. If you look through it, and it's starting here, and looking at all the tab, I actually don't really play any full chords anymore. This whole thing, I kind of keep it these nice little double stops the entire time. All right, so it's going to sound like this. Ah. And I threw a little rubs in here and there. Now this is a little different, right? A little different vibe. But I wanted to give you this technique here. Now what you can do for this is you could still use your thumb if you want to use your thumb. And you know what? I changed this, and I always go back and forth with this stuff. Right here, this part right here was 0, 1. I had it 0, 0. And then I put it to 0, 1. Now I like the 0, 0. And the reason why I like 0, 0 a little bit more is because it gives you a little bit of a chance to get to this 1, 3. But either one's fine. I mean, it should be this as written. But then I kind of like the 0, 0 here in the second one. But anyway, it's just going to be... I'll show you what I'm talking about again. I didn't have my screen. Okay, so if you want to use your thumb, or if you want to do pluck these with your index and your middle, you can do that as well. So either one is fine. And what I was talking about, it was this 0 1 right here. So originally I had this 0 0, and the reason why I like that was because you hit this, and then the 0 0 gives you kind of a chance to get to this 1 3. But then I changed it to 0 1, which is fine. It works too. They both sound. It's tit for tat, right? It doesn't matter. But I kind of like the 0 0, but we'll keep it as written for now. Okay. So you're gonna do basically grab your C chord. And you're going to pluck, notice the strings, the second and the third string. And then you don't even have to do anything with your left hand. You can just simply move your fingers down from strings 2 and 3 down to strings 1 and 2. So that's why I like it like this, because it makes that easy. You don't have to do a whole lot. And then you're going to jump to this 1 and 3. That's your first 3 notes. Now, if I play it as I was talking about with 0 0, it sounds. Yeah, I like that. I'll change it to that later. But for today, it's fine like this. Okay, so let's just do that. And again, use your thumb or pluck it with your first and second finger, or if you're using a pick, you can get both these notes with a pick. Now the next one you won't. Version 3, the third one we do, but this one you can. Alright, and then it's just going to go slide up to the 3 and 5. And you get to see that a lot, at least for the beginning. 0 1, 0 1 0, 1 3 1, and then slide it up to 3 and 5. Because it happens again right there. It happens the third time. And then now that's a little bit of a rub there, which I like. And then I just finished there. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just do this part right here from this measure down to the beginning of measure 21. Okay, here we go. And this comes on beat 2. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. And that was 3 and 5. We'll stop right there for just a second. How are we on this? Is it clear? Is it understandable? Okay. So there's a question here that says, would that 003 chord to C be considered a power chord? Is it 003? Wait, 003. I think maybe the G chord. Are you thinking of the G chord? This 003? Maybe that's what you're talking about. And technically that would be a power chord if this is what you're talking about, because you got D, G, D. That would be considered a power chord. Okay, good. All right. So then let's go on then. So we just finished. We stopped here, but now you're going to have a few other notes. It kind of goes back and forth between these strings here. So you got 3 and 5. Back to 1 0. Now, just add your second finger to the third string. 1 and 2. And then you don't have to change anything here to play 0 1. And then just slide your first and second fingers up from this chord to hit the G chord here on 3 and 4. Okay, so if I played it from right here. You got that right there. Let's do that with me. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let's do it again. All right, one more time. 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 4. And then that G. It says G7, it's just a G chord, but that's fine. All right, and then we're going to finish this one off. Actually, let's just do this before we go. The last part. Let's just play it from the beginning of this section right here. Okay. So right here, the 0, 0, 1, and we'll play it all the way down to where we just stopped. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3. Let me play the next part. All right, so that's the next part. Let's go back here a little bit here. All right, we got the issues here with finding jiu-jitsu clothes. All right, now I did something unique here. What is this right here? This is 0 and 5. What is that? Notice the notation. That was right next to each other. What is that called? What do we call that? Remember, it's the same note, right? Even though it's on different frets and strings, this is 5 on the second string and this is open. Yeah, that's called a unison. Unison. And that's what's unique about the guitar and the baritone and the ukulele, is that you can play the same note, same octave in different positions. Right? We can't do that on piano. So that E note on the piano is only in one place, right? You can only find that on one particular key. Not E notes. You can find many E notes on the piano, but that particular octave where it sits. But on our string instruments mainly, you can play these in multiple places. So, which is cool because then it gives you something kind of cool sounding like this unison here. So that's what I did here. And then I go back to the G or G7, 3, 4. And then we're going to slide it back to 0, 1. And then moving on to here. Back up to 3 and 5. And you hit that 3 times before. Then you go to a little F chord here, which is 1 and 1. And notice I left the F minor chord out here. Right, I just let it ring here. Alright, so if I play that, sorry for moving so much, right there. Lord, I want to be in that number. Again, nice and slow. 3, 4, 1, 2. Alright, and then we finish strong here. 0, 1, when the saints go marching in. Last part, we've kind of seen this before, so when the 1 and 3, up to 3, 5, saints, go back to 0, 1. And then we jump up to this 1 and 2 on the second and third string. Just kind of like an F chord. Then slide that shape up 2 frets to 3 and 4. And then we finish strong on the 0, 1. Okay, so if we do it from right here. Same. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You can even slide that up if you want, and 0, 1. Alright, so this one, the whole time here. Yeah, sounds cool. Alright, so let's play this whole one now. This is verse 2. I know I'm already giving you a lot. I know this is a lot. Some of this may need some little bit more practice here. So here we go. Well, you have the handouts. And again, if you're a platinum members or if you buy the course, you're going to get this workshop as well. Alright, so here we go. Let's look at it here. 3, 4, 1, 2. It's on 2, right? Sorry, it's on beat 2. 3, 4, 1. 3 right here. 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. And now the next line, let me show you enough here. We're right here on the 3 and 5. 1 and 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. You do that unison. And the F. 3, 4, 1, 2. So how did you do on that? Where are you at? 1 through 5. Is that one easier for you than the other one? Is it harder for you? Is it equal? And you can play this fast as you want. This is meant to be kind of a faster song. I know we're playing it slow today, but you want to get it down. All right, Justin, Judith, a little harder. Good. You know what it is? When I was telling you about this part, it's interesting. Like I was saying with this part right here. Like, I like the 0, 0, which how I originally did it, which I should have stuck with my gut. It doesn't sound wrong or different either way, but sometimes when you play things slow, it sounds a little weird, but then when you speed it up, it sounds fine. All right, so, but hey, it's fine. We'll leave it as is. This is how we taught it. This is a one verse. Remember, in music, you always have crossroads to take, right? And sometimes those crossroads are more than just 2. Sometimes it could be 3 or 4 or 5. You have these decisions you have to make, and there's not necessarily a right or a wrong decision. It's a decision that your ear, that you like, and that's it. And some people like maybe a little bit more tension, make it a little more modern sounding. Some people like a real traditional sound, right? There's not a right or wrong, which is so cool. And then what's cool about these chord melodies, and what the course is going to help you do too, is the goal is that you start being able to do these things yourself. That you can start working on these chord melodies, and that you can start learning these different chord shapes up the neck. You can learn these different techniques like that I just showed you on that second one, and what I'm about to show you in the third one. And not only do you just play the stuff I've given you in the course, and I'll talk about all the songs and stuff, but that you're able to do some of this stuff on your own too, because that's when you're now making music. You're not really writing the music, but you're basically doing the arrangement of the music, right? And then that's when your own personality can come out, whatever you want, almost whatever mood you're in or whatever you're feeling. All right, so I'll grab that giveaway baritone here. We'll do it at the end, so you can see, yeah, like I said, stick around so we can give away that one, and then and some of you might get the chorus and get a second baritone. So someone here might walk out with 2 baritones today. All right, now the next one here is I wanted to do something even a little different. And this one's going to sound like this. And now we're using a different technique here, and this technique is going to now require you to pinch, because everything in this third version, which may be the harder of the versions for, I guess it's the hardest version probably because of but you're gonna have to be playing not strings that are next to each other. So everything here is either going to be on the 4th and the 2nd string together, or the 3rd and the 1st string together. So you're going to want to pinch with your thumb and your index finger, and it's going to be going back and forth. And then you can do other kind of weird, cool stuff with it. So this is a cool version. Now I did this for the entire verse here. All these things. So. Let's look at it. It starts right here. So right before the C section here, because this is the pickup. And you can see it's on page, it says page 5 here, but it's really the 3rd page of the chord melody, right? So the part that says chord melody up here. 1, 2, 3. So it's right here in the middle of that page. So and a lot of these are chord shapes that we know. So that's just your regular C chord. Right? There's nothing different there except you're just playing 1 and 2, but that's strings 4 and 2. Okay. I think my low. Okay, better. All right. So 1 and 2, and then it's going to jump to 0, 0, and then 1 and 2 again, but now notice you're on different strings. You're on strings 1 and 3. And then you're going to slide that same shape up to 3 and 4. And you can just practice that. 1 and 2. Right here. 0, 0. 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4. Oh, when the saint. Okay, let's do it. It's on beat 2. 3, 4, 1. And now the nice thing is you get to do it again right here on this section. And you get to do it one more time. And you're going to slide up right here to 3 and 4. And then open, 1st and 3rd string. You're going to move up to 1 and 2, but this is on strings 2 and 4. And you can see all this is in the chord diagram. It's in the notation, and it's in the tabs. So you have many places you can get this information. Then open, 1st and 3rd string. And then this is a cool chord. I love this chord here, this G7. It was 3 and 3. Okay, so let's just do it from right there, this 1 and 2. 3, 4, 1. Open, 1 and 2. Open, and then 3 and 3. 2, 3, 4. All right, excuse me. So that's the first half of it, basically. Again, and then the third time. And notice, you just want to get really good with your confidence in these shapes. And also the pinching and being able to kind of go between the different string sets without having to think or look too much. And that's hard. Right now, you might miss some strings or might need to look at your hand, but over time you'll get more comfortable kind of jumping around on it. Yes. You can hammer on or pull off if you want, or slide, but you can. There's really not a lot of hammer-ons, but if you wanted to do hammer, you can do some hammer-ons too. It's kind of hard, but yeah, you could do that. Yeah, what was that question? Hold on, I missed the question. Can I say again what strings? Oh yeah, so these are check these come with the Aquila baritone strings. So the new Nile gut. They come in like a gold package. And most baritone strings come with a wound third and fourth string, wound D, wound G, and then B and E. And you can always tell the Aquilas because they have this whitish color to them. I'm pretty sure that's what's come on them. That's what I have on mine. I don't know if I changed mine. If they're clear, if these strings are clear, then it's probably the D'Addario strings. But if they're whitish, then they're these Aquila strings. New Nile gut. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. They're on the store. I forget what number they are, Chuck. What number they are. All right, so we just did this. We're going to finish up strong here. Right here to this Lord, I want to be in that number. Well, you could put the F minor there, but I didn't. There on saints go marching in. All right, so we're right here. We're at 0, 0, first and third string, and then to that G7 chord at 3 and 3. Lord, and then 1 and 2, just your regular C chord. Hit it again, then move down to open, open, and now you're gonna hit 3 and 4 once, and twice. And one more time. And then you're going to slide the shape down to 1 and 2. Alright, let's do that again. From the 0, 0. 3, it's on beat 3. 1, 2. 2, 2. Now, if I wanted to add the F minor here, it would be, instead of 1, 2, it would be 1, 1. That's what makes it minor. And so remember that F minor that would go right there. Which actually does sound cool. I should have put that in. And then 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all on strings 1 and 3 here. Open. Then this jumps down to the next string set, and then that same 3 and 3, and then 1 and 2. Nice. So let's do that from right here, going back to the lyrics are Lord, I want, right here on the 0, 0, which is a C chord to G7. 3, so it's on beat 3. 1, here we go. 2, and Lord, I want, 2, 3. 2, open, open, B. Now here's a 3, 4, 3, that number. F minor. Here we go. When the saints, 3, 4, open. 1, 2, here we go. 3 and 1. All right. So now we're going to try this whole second version here. So it's way up here at the middle of page 5, right here at the end of the second line, or what we call the second system. Measure-wise would be measure 29, 30, 31, and 32. All right, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, so that big wrong strings, right? I was on strings 1 and 3. I need to be on strings 2 and 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Right here. And 2, 3, 4, 1. Next page. Open, open. 1 and 2. Open. And 3 and 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2. Last line. 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, now if I play that one more time for us. I should have put that in. All right, so how are you doing on that? Is that one easier? Is it harder? Is it the same? Yeah, we can save the chat too. We'll save the chat too. Guys, if you're okay with the pinch, the shapes might be a little bit easier because they give you, the fingering's pretty. There's nothing kind of strange. The fingering's pretty straightforward between your index and your middle and your third and your second and your third fingers. So good. So now you could put it all together. Now you could mix this all up within one version. So you could kind of have these different techniques, or you can almost play it as a piece. Now each one kind of does something a little different. So you have 3 times through the song, each one's a little different. C7. And then the second one. Really can't make that minor, so just leave it as is. And then the last one. All right. Now what I want to do here is let's do the whole thing. All right, let's do the whole thing. Maybe a hair faster, nothing crazy. Then I'll talk to you about the new chords to offer, and then we'll give away that ukulele, okay? That baritone uke from Colin. I'll have to run and get it. matter of fact, I don't want to yell here, but let me message. Let me message my team member here. Ooh, ask Meta AI. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to yell. Okay, good. All right. Getting close to that winner. Exciting. Exciting. I always love giving away stuff. All right, let's do the whole thing now. So we're going to do all three versions of the chord melody. Maybe a little faster, but nothing crazy. It's not that long because each one's only 16 measures long, so. Can you grab the zero Colte baritone, the ZCT-B? It's right up there in that pile. All right, I'm going to grab our baritone here. All right, so here we go. So we have the pickup. Do, do, do. This is a little faster, but nothing crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And. 3, 4, 1, 2. Oops, sorry, my fault. Got a little crazy there. A little crazy with the mouse. We're right here. Right here. Measure 13. Ready, and. 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Alright, we're right here, and we're doing the third one now. Right here. Ready, and. Now the last page here. 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2. All right. Now, how did you do? How did you do on all of it combined? 1 to 5, 5 being the best. All right. Thank you, thank you. I got the uke here. Again, I don't know if this is the one you'll be getting, but it's very similar to this. And stick around though. Don't go anywhere. Even when we do I'm just gonna give you the offer here, show you some of the options for the course and the membership, and then we'll give it away. Okay. Good. Well, anyway, work on that. This stuff is not meant to be done in one day. This is not meant to like a couple hours and you're done with it. Okay? It's meant to. It'll take a little bit of time. All right. Well, I'm gonna talk about the course here real quick, but here's what this is a model that we're giving away. This Kala Zero Colte baritone, which I like. These are actually one of it's a laminate. It's all laminate, but it's actually one of the baritones that over the years here at the store we've actually sold a lot of them, and I actually like this one. They're pretty. It's a pretty wood. They're nice ones, and the zero culture, which is a ZCTB. I don't know what they go for, but it's a nice baritone, and we're going to be giving one of you is going to walk away with this. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. And most of you have stuck around, so thank you for that. I know we're used to kind of our hour-long Q&As and stuff, but this is going a little bit longer. All right, so let's talk real quick. I just want to give you the option. If you enjoyed this, I mean, this is what the course is about. So, I mean, if you like chord melody, then this is really what it's about. If you don't like chord melody, hopefully it's something you do work on, because I know it's hard. It takes a little bit of practice, but hopefully it's something that you get into, and let's go through the course. So anyway, again, if you're a platinum member, and we have a lot of platinum members here on the call and on the YouTube and stuff. If you're a platinum member, you already get this course, right? The course will be in your library. You'll get all the videos and the backing tracks and all the downloads and stuff. So that's the benefit of being our platinum members and access to all the live stuff. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But anyway, oops. Hold on, what happened? There it is. Sorry. All right. So anyway, our chord mastery course, it's going to be real simple. I don't even need to get into all this too much. You're going to learn. I don't even necessarily need all these slides. You're going to learn this. We're going to go through the different songs here, and I kept it very simple here with some great songs though. We're going to kind of dive into what's chord melody. So a little bit what we did earlier. I think I used Yankee Doodle to do that. So we'll kind of help you understand that again. We do go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different songs. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9 different songs we go through in the course. Each song gets its own video, breaking it down, teaching you how to do it. And it is actually, if you already taken the ukulele version, we did use the same songs, but obviously because we're in baritone, we're using a different key. Okay, so we're using a different key in it. But what is chord melody? Like I said, I use Yankee Doodle for that one. Ode to Joy, Happy Birthday, which is actually a really good chord melody to know. Harder than we think until we get thrown into having to play it for people, and then we forget it. I always put on the spot. Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Red River Valley, Aloha Oi, our Hawaiian song, Amazing Grace, Orally, and Simple Gift. So these are the songs in the course. And they're all, again, it's not that, that goal is that each one gets a little bit progressively harder and introduces new techniques, but also just that you get familiar with this chord melody idea, how to do it. And I know it's big because it's, when YouTubers and Instagrammers and stuff post videos playing their instrument, doing that kind of chord melody stuff, everybody goes crazy for it. But anyway, those are the songs in the course. You get all the videos, all the backtrack. And by the way, if you buy the course, you get lifetime access to it. That's a question that people always ask. When will it expire? It won't ever expire. If you're a platinum membership, this is a little differently. It will when membership expires. But there's a lot of other benefits to the platinum membership. We'll get to that anyway. So all the songs. So anyway, I'm going to make this real super simple for you. Like just really, really super simple. Don't even need to take that much time to it. But the pack we put together, I mean, and it's to me, it's really a no-brainer. You're going to get this new course, $147 for this course included. We're going to throw in this workshop, which most people won't have access to this. So just what we're doing today, you have access to it. You want to go back, rewatch it again, all that stuff. Our other one of our other popular courses, which is the beginning baritone fingerstyle course. I actually didn't even know this course was in there. I didn't even know this course was in there. So you actually get that course as well. So that one's more fingerstyle, not so much chord melody. But that course is me. I wrote all those pieces for that particular course. Really, really great pieces. And again, progressively get harder if you like fingerstyle. And the fingerstyle technique will help you with the chord melody. So you get all 3 of those courses. And then we just threw in the baritone. that again was something that we just let's just go for it here. The course is actually cheaper than the baritone itself. Just if you buy, and by the way, I mean people buy the baritones. We just sold one yesterday. People could just buy this baritone because it's actually a great baritone. This is the same baritone that I'm playing right here. The only difference with the one that I'm playing here is that I put a pickup in mine, and then I've changed the tuners on mine to these hip shot tuners. But that's it. This is the same baritone that I play in the course. I do it for all our live stuff as well. Solid spruce top, which is key to the sound, and then the mahogany sides and back, gloss finish. So just the baritone itself, I have no problem at all. And I've told this in our baritone Q&As and various things. Like, to me, it's the best baritone on the market for the price. Okay, for $200 with a solid spruce top, I have no problem saying it is the best baritone on the market. Most baritones don't even have a solid spruce top, or a solid top will be more than $200. Ebony fretboard, ebony bridge, ebony head plate. So I mean, yeah, absolutely, it's a fantastic baritone. I love promoting it because I believe in it, and that's why I play it. Okay? Anyway, all that, I mean, real simple. But again, today, if you're not a platinum member or haven't got it, we're doing this $197. I mean, well, I don't have a lot of these baritones because I mean I didn't have that many made, and we've been selling them now for the last couple of years. So we don't have tons and tons of them left. But we'll do 5 packs of these with it. So anyway, what will happen is you'll buy the course. There's a QR code for it. You'll buy the course. You'll get emailed a coupon code that you can then go and get the baritone from the store. Okay, so that's how that will work. And then all the courses will be here in the ukelikeThePros.com. That's your hub for all your courses. ukelikeThePros.com. That's where your library is. That's where the courses are. Whether this is your first time getting a course with us or you have other courses with us, it will be there. You can also use the app. You can access stuff on your phone, your computer, your tablet, and there is actually an app too as well that you can download stuff. It will show up there, but then the coupon code will take you to our store, which is Terry Carter Music Store. That's where you'll put in your information and get the baritone. Okay, and let me just check the messages here real quick. Okay. Yeah. Chuck says he has 3 baritones. This is one of his favorites. Of course, yeah. I have a bunch of baritones too, and trust me, I have really nice baritones. I have 2 baritones that Ukulele gave me, and I love those baritones too. But we're talking a different ball game. We're talking a $3,000 or $4,000 baritone versus a $200 baritone, and I still love this baritone. Okay? Even though the Ukuleleos are amazing, but totally different ball game. All right, so we'll do that. There's a QR code, and I think we'll put the link in the chat too. I think it's just baritone pack. ukelikeThePros.com/baritone pack. My team will put it in the chat for you if you want a direct link to it. That's really that's the deal. As simple as that. Kind of a no-brainer. If you're a platinum member, I would buy this and give the baritone to someone, or give the courses to someone and keep the baritone for yourself. I mean, that's what I would do that in a heartbeat. Give someone the courses, and that's a great Christmas present, graduation present, birthday present, or just if you're like my grandma, she just buys stuff for my kids all the time. Like, grandma is just buying stuff for them all the time. So, okay, good. Thank you, Sandy. All right, so that's one option. The other option, especially if you're not a platinum member yet, and I won't take so long. I mean, it's basically you get access to everything. You get all the courses. I think we're closer to 40 courses, to be honest with you, not 30. I think we're closer to 40 courses. We have tons of these workshops. All these workshops that we've done, platinum members get access to. And we've done music theory workshops. We've done chord inversion workshops. We've done all kinds of stuff. Song workshops, finger picking workshops, all kinds of stuff. Access to all the Q&As, which is the beginner Q&A, our long-lasting Ukulele Friday Q&A that's been going on for many, many years. We have a newish Hawaiian Q&A, which happens. We have a baritone Q&A, and then we have all the access to like years worth of guitar Lele Q&A as well. We haven't done a lot of those recently, but I think we need to do another workshop or something with the guitar later. Plus all the challenges, the giveaways. We have all kinds of different things that we do. Monthly challenges, every couple months challenges. I write a bunch of songs too as well. Finger picking songs, chord melody songs that most people don't have access to. It's not something that I record and put up on like YouTube or anything. These are pieces that I write that just mainly the platinum members have access to. I write them, we go over them in the Q&As. You get to work on them. We have challenges. We have different things for that as well. And by the way, thank you all for sticking around. I know you want to win the baritone, but also I know, hearing my spiel, I appreciate it as well. We do give away a ukulele right now, which is our JT model. So that's included with your membership. So that's $100 right there. So it already takes it off. You get early access to the courses, all this stuff. The community, I think, is one of the big things right here when I'm looking at the community. We have a lot of people here that are platinum members. A lot of people that are putting stuff in the chat. This is a fantastic community. Chuck has been with us a long time. Elaine's been with us a long time. Sandy's been with us a long time. Some of you on YouTube, Peter, a lot of you either were or still are or have been members, been with me a long time. Lawrence is probably Lawrence and Peter are some of my longest people I've known in this industry. Douglas has been with us a long time. Kathy, all these people. Ron, support us as members, get stuff from our store, all that stuff. So really, really fantastic group of people, supportive, just amazing. Changed my life, changed my family's life. It's absolutely amazing. The fact that I get to do this with you guys is a true blessing. Anyway, the platinum membership for the year is $359. I know that feels like a lot, like when you just like, oh, it's a lot, I know, with where the economy is right now, and there's a link, right? There's a QR code. We'll also put it in the chat, but let me get it off this. I know things are tough. We see it, we hear it. The economy is tough. People don't have as money like they used to. And that's totally understandable. Like we all feel it, right? Gas is higher, food is higher. Everything is higher. Our electricity is higher. Everything is higher. So I understand. But what I want you to do is and we've never reduced the price of this at all either. So the $359 for the year has been what it's been since it started. We've never had discounts on it because I believe it's worth it. $359 for an entire year. I know I teach my kids. I pay for private lessons for them. I pay for private jiu-jitsu lessons for my kids, private soccer lessons. They're all like $60 an hour. They're $70 an hour. They're $40 an hour. They're $50 an hour. They all kind of range, but that's for an hour, like 1 hour with people. And it's expensive. And I know that works great for a lot of people if you have the ability to do private lessons, but that's why we have the Q&As, kind of gives you that aspect. But you could spend, I personally in a month spend well over $300 or even just on my kids, all the stuff they do. Jiu-jitsu lessons, soccer, baseball, all that kind of stuff. So I know it feels like a lot, especially, when you pay for it up front or, your membership renews, but, it's well worth it. We try to give you as much possible content as possible. And really, if you break it down per month, it's not a whole lot of money. And if you're committed to the ukulele, baritone, we do a lot of baritone stuff, then it's well worth it and to be part of the community. So you have two options. The membership, you get a free ukulele with the membership, and you also get a free ukulele if you buy the course. So you just determine which one is better for you. And then with the membership, if you do that, we offer a baritone upgrade. So you do get this ukulele, which is our soprano long neck uke. That's the one for free. If you want the baritone, because you're here for baritone, this is special. It is a $99 upgrade. So you get that, and then when you go to the store, you just choose the baritone instead of the one you get, and you pay $100 for it, and then you got the baritone. So that's a discounted today. Yesterday was more expensive. Just today though, for you if you want to do that. So anyway, those are your three options. the course, buy the course, get the free uke, or become a platinum member. We really prefer you to become a platinum member. Not so much for the price. It is a little more, I understand that, but just to come be a part of it. Take it, this is my life. This is all I do. I don't do, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. Like, music's been my life forever. What I've done, whether I was performing in bands, gigging, I used to gig all the time, the studio musician, writing stuff for TV and film, helping artists get ready for tours, was a college professor for a while. This is all I do. Ukulele, baritone, guitar, all that stuff. So anyway, we want you to come and be a part of it. So real simple for you today. Thank you. We put all the links in there. So anyway, stick around. Just give me a couple more minutes, and then we'll do the giveaway. So anyway, I think that's really it for the slides, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Again, one last time. Here's the courses. $197 special rate for you today. Thank you for being here. UkeLikeThePros.com baritone pack, or follow the QR code. You can scan that with your camera phone. We'll also probably be sending out emails and various things too with it. You can buy the course by itself. It's a little cheaper, but you don't get a ukulele. So I wouldn't even do that. I would just spend a little bit extra money to get the free uke, or join the membership, $359 for the year. That's a whole year, and then join us, be a part of it, come learn, be dedicated to yourself, be dedicated to us. That's how you're going to get better. We know that. That's how I become better. You don't want to kick yourself. Everyone's done this. I know it. We've put stuff down, and then we pick it back up, and then we go, why did I stop? I'd be so much further along if I never stopped. So I don't stop. Just keep going, keep getting better. Don't put it down, because music, if you're here already, the music's already calling you. The music is calling you, right? If you're here, if you're interested in this, it's already there. It's calling you, and it will call you back. It won't let you leave. You can quit. You can stop playing. You can cancel your membership, but I promise you it will not stop calling you back. And some of you, I won't say who, but one of our members did stop for a while and then came back and joined us again, which I was very happy about. And then is part of the community again. Okay. Yeah, the Friday Q&As, we've been doing those since 2000 and I want to say 16, maybe 15, every Friday. I mean, we've missed a couple here and there, but I try not to miss any more than maybe one or two a year. Because if I can't do it, we get someone else to do it. But those, and you have access to all of those. Holy cow. Years and years and years worth of stuff and downloads and all kinds of music and stuff like that. All right. That's it. That's it for the spiel. I appreciate y'all being here. Let's do the giveaway. Thank you again to all my platinum members. Thank you all for just being here. Even if you don't sign up for a course, even if you don't sign up for the membership, I'm really happy you're here. Hopefully you learned something, because that's really our goal. And if the time's not right for you right now, I understand that. But let us know whatever we can do. I have a great team here with me that will help you. Anything you need. You got questions, you need things answered, whatever it is, let us know. We'll get those answered. Mike did mention that. Yeah, I did graduate. Very fortunate. I got a music education degree right here in San Diego State University. Has fate had it. It's actually an interesting story. I was given basically a full scholarship to attend USC, University of Southern California, up in LA, to study studio jazz guitar. And I was very, very, sometimes when things align and things happen, it just, right, everything flows, right? And it flows naturally. You don't have to work at it. You don't have to stress about it. Sometimes when we stress about things, boom, it doesn't happen. But long story short was I was studying upright bass. Some of you may not know that. I actually was an upright bass player, was doing that. Loved it. Still, guitar and stuff like that, but playing upright bass, was studying with a fantastic player teacher singer that was in San Diego at the time, Kristen Chord. Fantastic. And she just happened to know the department chair up at USC, Frank Potenza, who was also the protege of one of my favorite jazz guitar players, Joe Pass. And I applied late. I applied like, it wasn't even a thought, just applied late. Like my wife was, at the time, girlfriend was like, just apply. And it was like, I mean, the applications had closed like months ago. Submitted application right at the end of summer, or right at the beginning of summer, and they were like, we just lost somebody, and we need a new teaching assistant. And because of the connection with Kristen Korb and Frank Potenza, I was able to go. And then that moved up to LA, back to LA for 20 years, and studio musician changed my life. So anyway, really, very fortunate. Yep. We're cutting it loose right now, Gary. I apologize. I know. I'm rambling. I'm excited. I'm so excited. All right. Here we go. We're going to give this away right now. This is a Kala Zirakote. Thank you to Kala for donating this, or teaming up with us, I think is a better way. Great, fantastic company. Love doing business with them. I'm a big fan of their products, as you know. But anyway, thank you to Kala. Check them out. They're a great company. Family-run company, so really great. But we're gonna give this away right here. This is the Zirakote Baritone, and the winner of our Baritone is. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. That's my kids always say. Drum roll. The winner is Ron Ball. Ron Ball is our winner of the Zirakote Baritone. Ron, congratulations. Congratulations, Ron. Appreciate you. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being here. And thanks for everything that you do. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody else. I know you wanted to win, but you have an opportunity to get baritones as well. So anyway, Ron, congratulations. Appreciate you. He just said he never wins anything. Here you go. You won. So, anyway, congratulations. Connect with us. Support at terrycartermusicstore.com, and we'll get you all taken care of. So, anyway, congratulations. Thank you for being here. I hope you learned something. You got the handouts. We put them in the chat. You should have them in your email as well. Keep practicing this stuff. Keep working on it. If you get the course or a platinum member, you'll have access to this workshop. You can watch it again if you need to or want to. And then just stay on the lookout for other stuff we have. We have some Akolu stuff coming up, which is a 3-string ukulele that Daniel Ho has been promoting a lot lately. We've been doing a lot of content on it. We've been selling a lot of them as well. So that's a whole different ball game, not a baritone, but anyway, the course is live. So if you're already a platinum member or you just purchased a course, that is now live in your library at ukelikeThePros.com. So check it out. Let me know what you think of the course. Send us some feedback, comments, do a testimonial video, anything you're inspired to do, that would be fantastic. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end the YouTube here, and then I'm going to come back to the Zoom. I'll stop recording, and then we'll kind of open it up, and just so everybody can kind of say hi as well. So let me go over to the YouTubers. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the comments and everything. Yeah, Peter says must be close to 10 years. Yes, crazy. How awesome is that? Never would have anticipated that, but I'm so thankful for everything. So anyway, I'll stop this now. Have a good one. Appreciate all your support here on the channel. Let us know if there's anything that we can do for you. All right, take care. All right, and now to this, I'm gonna end this here, and then we'll open it up and we can hang out. So anyway, thank